Where's the chat at? Okay, I think we're good. Let me just make sure real quick. Let me. Like, 2 minutes ago. Okay, I think we're good. All right. Welcome to the third episode of the You Know Ball Sports show. I apologize if I lost my voice. I actually have no clue how that happened, but we have intramural playoffs starting soon, so it's about to get serious. First game is tomorrow, but we have a lot to talk about today. Um, First, I'm gonna start out
Sir.
with the All-Star game, just the All-Star weekend. Like that was an embarrassment.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. It started like I didn't really watch. I didn't watch Friday. I watched a little bit of the Rising Stars game, but Saturday was just it was an atrocity. I mean, the 3-point contest was pretty good. I like the 3-point contest and Sabrina and Steph. They the
Oh shoot!
contest that was awful. I mean, it was awful.
This thing is lagging, but here let me see if it'll just get better. Oh my! All right. Yeah, yeah, that stuff was an absolute disaster. I mean, the dunk contest, like Jalen Brown, like what are we even doing? I mean, I give him credit for actually like being someone who actually wants to do it. But I mean, when he pulled out
Yeah, I mean, I get that,
when
but
he had the dunk where like he was honoring Terrence Clark and then he had flames come out of the hoop, I'm like, bro, like what is he doing? What is he doing, bro? And then, what he
yeah,
jumped
I
over
see people trying to, but like,
he jumped
I
over
mean, I don't care.
Casanet.
I mean, I get, oh, he's an all star. He's an all star. He's in the dunk, but I don't care if you're not doing good dunks. I don't care. Yeah, you're jumping
Yeah,
over Kai
like
Sanat, sitting down. He was
bro,
sitting down.
like if he would have did like an elbow dunk or something, I would have
That man
understood.
is 5'3". Like he tried to do after he's on the ground. Like, bro, that dunk was so hilarious. Like, what are you doing,
And he was
bro?
getting 49s, bro.
The problem with the dunk contest is everybody wants to. This is my problem. Everybody wants to jump over somebody.
Yeah,
Just do a regular dunk.
yeah,
Why
like
do you keep y'all? It's only so much you can do when you're over somebody. Like we've seen it. Do
yeah,
something.
yeah.
That's the only problem I have. Stop jumping over people,
You remember that?
please.
You remember that Jacob Toppin dunk where he did the 360 between the legs, and they give him like 46.
Wrong.
You said what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
like Jalen
absolute. He should have been in the finals.
Jalen Brown doing 50.
He gonna do this when he hit the ground,
Nah, Adam Silver did
man.
that. Adam Silver he put a gun to all the judges' head. He said, if you don't put him in the final, hey, he said we need an all-star in the final, man. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
calls
don't
were
know. The
made.
skills
Calls were
challenge,
definitely made.
my God, Anthony Edwards shooting with his left hand. I mean,
Oh my.
what is he doing?
Like just
Like,
making an absolute mockery out of it.
I
They're
remember,
just jogging around. And
I remember like
what is that?
it was like 2013 when they were in Houston and Kobe was clamping up LeBron. Like, what? The
We
thing,
don't
like
get any of
nowadays,
that
like
anymore.
there's no tone setters now. Like, and even if one person does it, nobody else even cares. So they'll just be running around and somebody will get hurt.
Yeah, I will say, KD acts like he cares. He acts like I seen
Yeah,
him play
yeah,
defense a couple possessions,
yeah.
but the rest of those guys are just out. No, like I will say this, like I don't really. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really remember a lot of the All Star games because I really only watch them once that night, and I don't ever watch it again. But this past one was like really bad. Like
The
they
past
weren't
two.
trying at all. Like it was awful.
Yeah, it was.
It was awful.
I
Like
mean,
they weren't. He did not care at all.
211 points. Like,
That's ridiculous. Like I get it's an All Star game, but come on, dude. Like y'all can try a little, like just a little bit.
I
And I see people saying like, oh, maybe if you paid them, gave them like, what do we need to pay these multimillionaires to just try
bro.
for a quarter?
They said they
Just
need.
asking for a quarter.
They said they need financial incentive, bro. They're making Jalen Brown makes $300 million, and he's not even the best player on his own team. Like, what are we talking about?
Oh,
You think
another
they?
thing with Jalen Brown, them complaint like I'm sick of these complaints. Oh my god, I have to play 65 games. What a treacherous idea. I have to play basketball. Like, oh my
I have
gosh.
to do my
Like, bro,
job.
that's your job. That's what you like, that's your
Yeah,
job.
yeah,
We want you to hoop.
yeah. I mean, I can see why it's higher scoring, like in the All Star game, just because, like, even back then, if you weren't trying, there were people taking catch and shoot midi, so there were just people in the paint regardless of if you were trying or not.
Yeah.
So it was just like four people there if you tried to drive anyway. But and now everybody's 30 feet away from the basket. But I mean, there was just no. I mean, Luka and Jokic were flirting the whole time. I mean,
Bro.
like they did not. They looked like Ghost and
Like,
Angela. I'm like, geez, bro, can you like can you try, bro? I don't even
it was
know. Just
when Luca went for that 2-for-1 and he just
bro,
heaved that full court shot. Like,
bro.
bro.
I
Like, let's
I remember when they
wrap
did
this.
that like give and go where they just kept tipping the ball.
Uh,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
they're
it's
in love.
the dunk contest. I don't even know. I mean, I think if they're not just besides like actual good dunkers being in it. I mean, the only other thing would just be to get pro dunkers and then have them like represent each team, and then
Yeah, I heard somebody say that. I actually like that idea because at least they're gonna act like they care,
yeah, at least
you know,
yeah, yeah, like they're gonna care. They're
and
gonna
at least they're gonna do creative dunks.
yeah, yeah,
Like they're not gonna just I'm just gonna jump over somebody and then I'm gonna jump over somebody and do a windmill or like bro, it's getting old. It's getting very old,
yeah. Like they
and
they I think they need to
I
move
remember
the 3 point.
the last good one to me
Wait, what'd you say?
last. I said the last good one to me was the Aaron Gordon Levine showdown.
I rem-
That was timeless.
I remember the one.
They were trying.
I
They were
remember the one in 2020 when Aaron Gordon got robbed. You remember when he jumped over Taco Fall and he got robbed?
Yep.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
oh the one with Derrick Jones Jr. That was the one that with
Wait,
Derrick
which
Jones
one?
Jr. won. It was like the Kobe, the one
Who won that year?
Derrick Jones Jr. Because you remember when D Wade gave Aaron Gordon a 9 when everybody else gave him.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that one was pretty good. I'll say that was the last good one. But
Yeah, we need him back too. We need Derrick Jones Jr. back. He got some bounce, and he's still in
yeah,
the league. I don't know why he's. I don't know. It's,
I mean he just kept doing East days. So I mean at a certain point you just run out of
yeah,
dunks. But I so who would you
yeah.
have seen there?
That's an excuse that some people use, but bro, you can think of something. Like you can
Yeah, I
think
mean
of
it's
something.
better than Jalen
I
Brown.
get dunk contest is old, but you can do something.
It's better than
I don't want to
whatever
hear that.
Jalen Brown put out there. I don't know. Jaime Jaquez did a
Yeah,
windmill over Shaq and got like a 46.
yeah, they had some clear bias for Jalen Brown. I mean, this dude dunked over Kai Sanat. Like,
He
come
said the
on,
man's 3
sitting
feet tall.
down. He wasn't even stuck.
He said the man's 3 feet
He
tall. Sit
said
down. He's
when
one
he
five.
no, he's one five, bro. That killed me, bro. That was so silly. Like that was terrible, bro. Like I,
Yeah,
yeah, that whole All Star weekend was just a joke. It was an absolute joke.
yeah.
But I mean, Anthony Edwards even said it.
So who would you want to
He's
see in
like
there?
they see it as a vacation. So
So who would you want to see in there
Montez,
in the future?
um, I want to see Shaden Sharp in it. He I think he got hurt last year.
Shaden
He
Sharp.
pulled out of it because he's pretty. I think he's a good dunker.
Yeah.
Who else?
I mean, I want to see Ant and Ja, obviously.
I'd like to see Obi Toppin back in it. Who?
Yeah. He would do something creative too.
Yeah. Trying to think. Oh no, it's not even like.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
Ant,
the dudes
Ja.
I'm thinking of are just good in game dunkers. You know, it's a difference. Like Jonathan Kaminga got crazy
Yeah.
bounce, but I don't
I don't
see him
know.
like
Yeah.
as a slam dunk. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I'm trying. Yeah, I don't even know. Like maybe they should just get rid of it. How about that? Just get rid of it.
Oh, somebody just made a
How about
half
we do
court
some
shot.
some king of the court 3 dribbles or something?
Yeah, they're never doing that. They should. They should though.
Yeah, I
They
know,
should
but
consider like king of the, or bring back the horse competition, like something.
yeah, that was cool. I used to like that. I would like to see John. I think John do some crazy stuff.
Yeah, like Ja,
I think
Anthony
John do something.
Edwards. I don't know, but he just has crazy bounce, so it'll just be. I mean, and he's an all
Yeah,
star, so it would just bring more attention to it. But um,
yeah, but he already said it's a vacation to him, so he's not gonna care. It's a vacation, man.
stuck with Jalen Brown, tough. But let's
Yeah,
talk
Jalen
about
Brown, get out of here.
yeah, pack him up. Yeah,
Get him out of here,
let's
man.
talk about just uh, the second half of the season. What do you think is gonna happen? What are you looking forward to?
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to these Western Conference playoffs. It's a lot of. I think it's a lot of contenders right now. I'm really interested in seeing how far OKC can go. Like they're just I don't know. I just love their team. They're young, but they don't play like a young team. You know, most young teams they go out there and they're playing AAU ball, they're ISOing, but they play real ball. We got Shea just literally looking like Michael Jordan in his prime.
Yeah,
They got a nice team. I think Denver. I mean, I think Denver's about to go on a little win streak. So you got to look. They're defending champs. The Clippers. Hopefully they stay healthy. Who else? The Pelicans have been pretty hot too. They've been hot. I got their ceiling. I'd love to see Zion finally play basketball
yeah,
playoffs. So that should he's been pretty healthy this year. So
yeah.
hopefully he stays healthy. Can't rule out Braun and the Lakers and AD. Who else? The Suns. I don't know. The Suns just don't play any defense. Bradley Bill doesn't want to play basketball, so we'll see how far they go. But Nurk, don't get me started on
What
that
about
guy.
Draymond, man?
Oh my God. Yeah, the Warriors are. I think my Warriors are cooked, man. It just they don't. They're just too small. Like they're so small.
Bro,
Like
they
they didn't
don't.
adjust. Like that's the reason they lost to the Lakers last year, and they decided, hey, we're not gonna address the issue at all. We're gonna get Dario Saric, and everything's gonna be fine. Let's just go get Dario Saric. That's our big man. Like
they just
they're just small.
they just want a bunch of B elites. Like
Yeah, like bro,
it's crazy.
it's not working anymore, Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr just signed with a 3-year extension like last night or something. So
Yeah,
he's back.
he tried,
We got Clay getting benched. Like
and then he
it's
goes
just
off.
it's dark time. Yeah, did he finally just he don't want to be on the bench no more. I know he's probably sick. He's on the bench right
Oh
now,
yeah,
but
yeah. I mean,
man,
I think
odds is playing better.
I think the top three teams in the West will beat any team in the East. Honestly, well, not the top three teams, but besides Minnesota, we didn't even talk about Minnesota. But I just,
I didn't even bring Minnesota up, and they're the first team. Yeah, I
they,
don't really believe in Minnesota.
I just don't think they have enough shooting. Like I know they have the number one
Yeah,
defense, but like they can win a round, or they can maybe even make the conference finals if they get the right bracket. But I don't see the
yeah,
I don't
that's
see
the
them scoring
problem.
enough. Like Ant is, if Ant was more consistent, then I could maybe, but I still don't see like who are their spot up shooters besides Mike Conley and Cat.
Yeah, like every team, every serious team has they got like that reliable shot maker that's outside of their stars. Like
Yeah.
the Nuggets got MPJ knocking down threes
Yeah.
like it's nothing.
KCP.
Got J-Dub, you know what I'm saying? They got
Isaiah Joe.
Isaiah Joe can come off the bench and shoot it. You know, the Clippers, Norman Powell could come off the bench and shoot it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's just who are Nicole? What's it? Nicole Alexander Walker or
Yeah, he can't
Jaden
shoot.
Jaden McDaniels, man. Twitter, this summer, Twitter had me thinking Jaden McDaniels was about to turn into prime
They
Kawhi.
said.
All right, but he's not that guy.
They
He's not
said.
that guy
They
at
said
all.
they got KD. We got Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah, man. They would have had you thinking he was about to take this crazy leap. He's averaging like 2 rebounds a game. Come on, my
Yeah.
brother. And then we already know how Cat gets in the playoffs. That man just
After all
lose
that.
mind. He starts running. Bro, he just be running straight into people.
He starts flailing, bro, and crying. Yeah, he's so unreliable. He's just it's his mindset. Like his mindset is
Yeah,
just he's too emotional. Like you don't see like look at the other centers. Like look at Embiid and look at Jokic. Like they're rarely emotional. They make a bad play or like they move on to the
next
next
play.
play and he's out here. He literally got benched when he had 60 points. Literally got benched because he was
Oh,
just
yeah.
like
Started chucking.
chuck and playing
He wasn't playing deep. He was just trying to score.
absolutely no defense. Just
That man was trying to
jacking.
get an 80. He was trying hard to get that
And I
80
don't
ball.
blame him, but like
No, about the Mavericks though. That was shame on me. The Mavericking right now. Those two those
oh yeah,
pickups
the
they
Mavericks.
made, PJ Washington and Daniel. Yeah, the Magic are serious.
They got a shot.
They're
Kyrie been
serious.
playing well, so
Mm-hmm.
we
We know how Luka get in the playoffs.
I
That
would
man, that
say
like third in the playoffs.
I would say they're a top 5 threat in the West. Honestly, I'm taking
I
them.
honestly think they can beat the Clippers. I think
Oh
if they played the
yeah.
Clippers, that
I
they
mean,
could
you
beat
already
them.
know Luca's
And
averaging
the
40.
Suns, the Suns do not want to see them at all in the
I
playoffs.
mean, Luca against the Suns of the Clippers, you can pencil in 40 a game, 40, 10, and 10.
Yeah, like remember, like 2 years they played him 2 years straight, but he didn't have that. He didn't have Kyrie. He had freaking Kristaps Porzingis shooting 60-foot threes. He got he got another guy to compliment him now, and he got a
Yeah,
bench. PJ Washington is really good. I'm happy he's out of that hellhole of Charlotte. So yeah,
bro. You see why they got rid of Grant
I'm
Williams?
definitely looking. Why?
They said because he was yapping too much. Like literally said
Yeah,
yapping.
he's always talking. Like he talks so much for somebody that's not that good.
Yeah, yeah. I don't like. I see the Celtics though, and I mean,
Yeah.
I just think they're gonna do their Celtics thing. Look good, and then Jason Tatum turns into Steph Curry or thinks he's Steph Curry, and then they lose. Like I could honestly see them losing to the Mavericks or something, just because their best
I
player
can see them losing
is
to
just
anybody.
not that consistent.
And Jalen Brown, Jalen Brown, he can't use his left hand.
I don't even.
I mean, the Heat literally embarrassed him that last year. Like, absolutely embarrassed him.
And they were picking on him on
Sagging,
defense.
no, they were literally forcing that man. Like, I dare you right. Like, I triple dare you to go right. And he's like, no. I mean, left. And he's just like, no, I'm all right.
I don't even think he's the second best player of the team. I've been saying this the whole year. I think it's Porzingis.
And he's elevated that team. He got that defense that they've been missing. Like, he's like Rob Williams, but he can score. You know what I'm saying? Because Rob Williams ain't really scoring. He's giving you 20 and he's blocking shots. So yeah. I mean, I just don't see. I'd be very shocked if they didn't make it to the finals, but I think they're gonna lose in the finals. But yeah, I mean, Dame just can't make a shot. So I mean, everybody's like, I seen like. Yeah, they were on ESPN like, what's going on with Dame? Like, why is he in a slump? I'm like, bro, he's just not making shots. Like, it's literally that simple. He's just not making shots. It's not no science to it. He's not hitting his threes anymore. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just that simple. I mean, he can turn it on, but like I don't know. And they don't play enough defense. I don't know.
Bobby
I
Portis,
really can't see
ISOs.
anybody in the Celtics. Yeah, it's just he getting that post fade bag. It's
He gets the
just
ball. His animation is just 100%. Like you already know what's coming. Like yeah,
might as well
I
get
don't.
back on defense at that point.
How many years you think they give Doc?
I mean, honestly, I'd get rid of him after this year.
Honestly,
He's just
the
Doc
excuses.
Rivers, bro. I don't know why. I mean, you could have just kept Griffin. I mean,
Yeah,
I
like
guess I get it, but like you guys were, I mean, you were winning games. I mean, we seen David Black go to the final. I mean, you don't need like. I'm not gonna say coaching in the NBA is like overrated because it's not. But like, bro, if you got the guy, you got Damian Giannis.
and
We can go
especially
out there and coach Damian Giannis to 50 wins. I mean,
especially if it's Doc Rivers, the guy who makes the most
yeah, bro.
excuses
Like
of anybody I've ever seen. I've never
Doc
seen
Rivers is
someone,
so fraudulent, man. He's living off of that 2009 championship. Like,
bro.
bro, he hasn't done anything past
The
that.
crazy
He
part
had
is
most 3-1 losses ever. I mean, blown leads ever.
the
Like,
the the,
but we
the
don't
thing
talk about
is, even when they won a ring, he had one of the greatest teams of all time. The Atlanta Hawks, the
it.
8 seed, took them 7 games in the first round.
Bro,
Like, can we can we be serious?
this man has coached so many
Oh my
guys.
gosh,
Chris
T
Paul,
Mac,
James Harden, Joel Embiid, freaking Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, Rajon
prime
Rondo,
T
Paul
Mac,
Pierce. You know how many rings he got out of all that? Like, come on, dog. What are we
bro
talking
said
about?
bro had prime T Mac. He said we were up 3-1. Nobody gives me credit for being up 3-1. Did you look at that roster, bro? You were up 3-1.
Yeah, he's ridiculous, throwing his teammates under the bus. Like, I'm happy JJ Redick got on his ass too. Like, bro, you got to stop this. You are coaching Damian Lillard and Giannis, and you over here. Oh my gosh, it's so hard. I don't even want to be here. You know, it's
Bro, this
such a.
nigga,
Oh my god, what a challenge. You get mid season. You get to come mid season to coach two of the greatest players to ever pick up a basketball. Oh my gosh, what a
oh,
poor soul.
he said I've only been in Milwaukee 4 days.
Like, come on, dog.
You literally knew that taking the
You're
job. You accepted the
literally
job.
coaching two of the greatest players ever. Like, come on. Like, let's be real.
He accepted the job. Like, what is he? He knew what he was getting into.
Yeah, he's what is he? He's consult. I've never heard of somebody consulting
And
the
they
freaking
hired the
the head
consultant
coach.
when the head coach is bad.
What are you
When
what
he
are you
literally,
consulting him for? He's a grown man.
and if he's
What do we need to
consulting,
consult him for?
so it looked like he was consulting the wrong information. And then they
Exactly.
said, "Oh wait, we're so dumb. We're actually gonna hire him." This makes no
Yeah,
sense.
come on, dog. You had to know that you were gonna get that. Like, what are you who consults a team? Like, you knew they were gonna offer you that job. Don't give me that.
Yeah,
Don't give me
I've
that.
yeah, like even with JJ Redick, like he was talking about like just all the excuses. Austin Rivers and Pat Bev, they didn't bring anything up about what he actually said. They just talked about his playing career. That's how you know he was right.
Yeah, he's better than both of y'all. Like,
Exactly.
what are you talking about? Austin, what have you done? Has he averaged 10 points before? Like, what are you talking about? You want to talk
He,
about nepotism?
bro, he
Come
said
on, dude.
he said he said he had the best years on the Clippers when he was averaging like 19 on the Sixers. Without that was before Doc Rivers got there.
Bro, he was cooking with the six. Like, what are y'all talking?
Yeah.
Pat Bev, neither one of y'all have ever reached his heights. Like, we're just gonna disrespect JJ Redick like he's not one of the best shooters ever. Like, let's not do that.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna remember you. Pat Bev would be remembered just because of his antics and
Yeah. But not for
he's a
actually
great defender and he guards you 100 feet. Austin Rivers, I promise you, my brother, you won't be remembered. You never were remembered. You won't. I mean,
he'll be remembered for his
If
ball
you
is like
weren't Doc
mixtape.
Rivers' son, you'd probably be you'd probably be delivering my food right now. I mean, I'm just
He's,
you're Doc. You
he'll
you
be remembered for
landed on third.
his ball is like mixtape. Well, that's his legs. Hey, that's a better than mine. Can't a. He got it
Yeah, I
though.
mean, yeah. I mean, he made it to the NBA, but I'm just saying, stop act. He just starts talking so crazy. Like you were never that guy. Was he ever the sixth option on his team?
Yeah,
Like
like
the sixth
I get
option.
analyzing the game, but attacking another analyst when he's literally better
Yeah,
than you.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with analyzing the game. Yeah, but stop. Yeah, especially when he's better than you, bro. Like he's better than you. Like it's not a question. Pat Bev, yeah, he's better than you, buddy. Yeah, you can play defense, but he can shoot. He can actually put the ball in the hoop. So I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
I want that more than anything.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, who do you have win the MVP?
Um, I was gonna go with Jokic, but I feel like if Luca, if the Mavs can just like get to like the fourth seed, just win some games, I think it's time for Luca to get it. Honestly,
Yeah, I mean he's averaging like a 34-point triple double. I don't even.
yeah, I think it's his time, man. They gotta give it to him. I mean, they gave it to Jokic when he was like a fourth seed, so I mean, you
They
know,
gave it to him when he was a six seed too,
I'd give. Yeah, I mean,
but that was when he had Compazzo starting.
I think. Man, we had Compazzo and Will Barton. Like, come on, man.
And Embiid, I'm not even gonna talk about.
That's when they
Let
were
me
calling him a playoff dropper.
let's talk. We're not gonna talk about that. We can't waste our time. We can't waste our breath on that conversation. So yeah, the Mavs are 6 right now. Pelicans are a half game ahead of them. The Nuggets are 4.5. The Clippers are 4.5. It was possible.
You
It's
just got to start
possible.
winning some games. They're like a 6 game win streak. So just keep it going, win some games, and I think Luca gets it.
Yeah, I mean, I I don't know if Jokic is gonna get it. They might try to give it to SGA just because they're if they especially if they get the first seed.
Yeah, they probably don't want to give him.
If they give it to Tatum, though, I'm boycotting.
Hey, I wouldn't be able to win it either. I mean, this dude. No, nah. I've been seeing a lot of Yanda for Tatum. I'm like, nah. He doesn't. I'm not gonna say he doesn't deserve it, but like your team is like so stacked to the point it's just like,
Now if he was a different player, I would understand. Like if he was just like Shea drops 30 every game, and like
yeah.
how many you
Literally, he
rarely
drops
see
31 every single game.
31 6 and 5 every game.
Every game.
Like Tatum
And a
6 for
man is shooting 55% from the field. Is
crazy.
crazy. It's crazy.
Tatum would go 6 for 23 every 6 games. It's bad, man. It's bad. You see Allen
Yeah,
Iverson,
yeah. Shea rarely has towards. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
43.
I mean, I don't think he'd average 43, but he definitely averaged in his prime. I mean, he'd be killing these
He
dudes.
probably get like
I mean,
37,
Brian
33.
Windhorst was just talking complete nonsense. I mean,
Yeah, I saw what he
oh,
said.
it'd be in a. We literally watched James Harden average 36
Exactly.
shots. That man was shooting 23s a night, not 20 shots, 23s a night.
Bro, that
Like, I
season
think Allen Iverson would be just
he took
fine.
more threes per game than Steph did when he hit 400.
Bro, he was.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what Brian Windhorst was cooking. Like Allen Iverson would average a calm like 32 in his prime. Like he'd be killing these
he's
dudes.
talking
Like let's not
like
act like let's stop.
he shot the same percentage as like Trey Young with no
I
spacing, and
mean,
Eric Snow shooting
and
catch
no
and shoot minutes,
threes, no threes.
no threes.
If if Iverson is playing now and he's shooting like 5 threes a game, 6 threes, yeah, he's easily averaging like 32 points a game. Like what are we talking about?
Even if he doesn't take threes, like
Yeah, I mean he go get to his
the
spots
spacing
either way.
is so like it'll be so much. I mean, it'll be easier. So Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be cooking. I'm not listening to Brian Windhorst.
I think a great player would
His
just
in
be.
his
I think a great player would just be good in any era. Like I don't think like when people
yeah,
talk about the '90s, like oh it's different. No, that's not true. You couldn't even play. You couldn't even play zone defense. Like stop lying.
all they do is no, they did foul. They say, oh, it's more physical. No, they were blatantly hacking. They were
Yeah,
throwing people on the ground. That's not more physical. You're just fouling. Like
yeah, and
it's
like
just a
they
foul. It's
called
not no
fouls
hard.
and they called them fouls. So I don't
Yeah,
even
like
know. They act like they just weren't called fouls. Like that's not basketball.
Like everybody that says that didn't even watch the '90s. They're just saying that. Like, oh, and I hate when people say like the defense is bad now. It's not. These dudes are
It's
just
not.
they're just these dudes are making some of the toughest shots ever. It's not about the defense. The defense is fine. You just can't do. What am I supposed to do about freaking Luca just shooting step back threes in my face, the fadeaway threes? Like,
And
what are you
he's
supposed to
and
do
he's
about that?
6'7", throwing behind the back in
It's
traffic.
just yeah. You
You
literally got
literally
Steph Curry shooting from half court.
you have
That's bad defense. My bad,
a 7'5" perimeter player.
bro. That dude crossing people over, shooting step back threes. Like, how is that
Yeah,
bad
like
defense? Like,
he would get
what are you
touched up,
talking about?
bro. He would average 45 a game if he played in your era. He's 7'5".
Yeah, I'm happy Wimby is really like hooping because I heard a lot of nasty takes like before the season, and I'm just like, are you guys blind? Like, you really don't think this guy's gonna be good? We've
Yeah.
never seen anything like this. They keep bringing, oh,
Ball
ball game
ball.
player. No, he isn't.
It's not even close.
Well, like Victor came into the league as like a top 3 defender in the league before he even stepped foot on the
Yeah.
court. Ball never reached those heights. He can't dribble. Like, oh, he needs an opportunity. Like, all right,
He's
dude.
had
He
plenty of
got cut by 2 teams.
him and Cam Reddish have some of the greatest PR teams I've ever seen.
At least like Reddish.
Hey, he got an in-season tournament ring.
I mean, like,
Respect.
yeah, ball. No, like, no, dude. You gotta get out of
Well, he
here
was
with that,
playing
bro.
last night in crunch time against the Rockets.
Yeah, y'all gotta stop talking about. Oh, he doesn't get an opportunity. Why? Name me one good player that they just don't play. Like a dude that's really like that. They're just like, oh, nah, you're not getting in the game.
Yeah.
Nobody does that. Like
Like
nobody does that.
this
If
isn't
you're good,
high
play.
school. Like if you're good,
Exactly,
they're gonna play you.
bro. If you're
Their
really that guy, play.
their job is on the
Really.
line.
I hate when they say that.
Yeah, like
This is the pros,
he
bro.
he he doesn't even care. Like you can see it.
Exactly.
He's there to get his
He's
fits
not.
off.
He's just not that good.
He's there to get his fits off. I mean, that's okay. You know, he's still making millions. He's there to get his fits off and troll and post on IG. It's all right.
There's no hatred towards the man, but we gotta stop. We gotta stop saying that he has the same. He he, he just doesn't. Like it's just not just one game and then watch the game. Oh wait, when you this game, where's he at? Oh, he's on the bench. This the whole game. What are we talking about? It's clapping. He's probably picking out his out. I'm sorry, Bobo. I apologize, man,
He's on
but they got to
StockX,
stop this propaganda. This is nasty work. They got to stop this.
especially coming from someone like Shaq. Like, bro, you should know better.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, like Shaq and Chuck are 2 of the greatest players of all time, but some of the worst takes ever.
And then
And
Kenny,
he's just
like,
caping for ball because he played on on his son's
yeah,
AAU team.
yeah,
So that's the only reason.
yeah.
And let's be honest.
Kenny, Kenny,
He's not the same player.
Kenny
Oh
almost got.
no, Kenny was
He said, "What do you want to play with
bro, he
dogs?"
was bro, he would not shut up. Like he was just I'm like, dude, please stop talking, dude.
He said we should lower the rim.
You're like, shut up. Oh, well, she's playing with the female ball, so it should be worth. You talk about it should be worthless. Like, bro, plays in the WNBA, you moron. Of course, she's gonna use a WNBA ball.
Bro, she shot from the NBA line and had more than everybody.
Exactly. Exactly. She had more than a lot of people that was even in it.
What is he talking about?
I was just sitting there like next year they should have Kenny Smith go out there and play against her, and I bet she fry you. And then we gonna see, like, cause you gotta stop. I'm happy Reggie said that too. That was so silly. He said
next year, hey, if Caitlin Clark is in the league next year, they need to have.
We need it. We need it.
They need to have her and Sabrina versus Steph and Dane.
We need it. We need it. Or they can like pair, like do like Steph and Caitlin, or like Steph and Sabrina against. Yeah. We need something though.
Shoot,
we need that. I think they're gonna do it. Please get that thing out of my sight.
They might.
That thing is awful.
Contest or something. It's over.
Man.
All right, let's talk about some college for a second.
Yeah.
So, UConn, they absolutely obliterated Marquette. Then they got mercy ruled on the road against Creighton.
Oof.
I saw something. They said they lost like 15 games in a row on the road versus a ranked team or something. It was something crazy.
Like
that is, I don't know. It's tough, man. I mean, honestly,
college basketball.
It's just so random.
When he's old, it's just play so bad. It is. I don't like it, but man, it really gets under your skin sometimes because it's a bad ball, very bad ball.
Yeah, there's a few like.
But honestly, I think UConn probably gonna win it.
Yeah, I mean they're probably the best team, but it's just so hard. And then like team gets hot. Stephen F. Austin gets hot. Beats him in the first round. VCU 23s, buzzer beater from half court.
Hey, we gotta talk about Zach Edey, man.
Oh yeah, Zach Edey.
You want to talk about his PR team is his PR team is crazy.
At least it's actually good.
You go to Twitter and you see Purdue. Oof, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't see it. I mean,
don't see them making it past the Sweet 16.
He can't move. He's not. He's just not good. The statue. He can't move. I don't see it. Like I just don't see it. The man is 7'5". He's not good. He's not.
He's good.
There's no he's gonna get.
I think we need to give him some college respect. While he's still playing, because his team isn't even that good. He's just so much better than. He's just taller than everybody else.
That's why. Yeah, Purdue's. Yeah, like that's why I never picked him to do anything. Like outside of him, those guys are not that good. Yeah, they never are though.
If you put him with like Carson Edwards, then when he was pulling up from half court, then I would take him.
He was.
That was one time I did want to see them win. That was one of the fakest games.
I wanted them to win that year too. Yeah, he was making everything, bro.
Everything. Crazy. He just had a wedgie. But yeah, outside of that, Duke, I'm not a believer. No. I just don't see it. I mean, I can see Kansas maybe. They got two guys averaging like 19.
Houston. Yeah, Kansas is always dangerous. Houston, they play defense. They're the best defensive team in the country for like the 5th year in a row.
Yeah, what they lose in the second round last year? Because they were number 1 seed, weren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, had a Sasser year, Marcus, the Pistons. He played for the Pistons now. Yeah, I don't really remember. I don't remember. I do remember. I remember Kansas were like they were like the 1 seed too, but they lost to Arkansas in like the second round.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll
Yeah, I
see.
don't really remember what Houston did.
Yeah, we'll see what happens though. Who else? Arizona, notorious chokers. Caleb Love. He gonna go 3 for 20. First round game. They're gonna lose to a 16 seed. I already know. I mean, I picked
Yeah,
them to
I'm not a believer in Arizona.
I picked them to win a couple years ago when they had Matherin. Absolutely
I think
folded.
I did too. They were good that year. Yeah, they were good
Folded.
that year.
I'm never picking them again. I don't care. They have LeBron. They will find a way to lose. They will find a way to lose.
Yeah, I usually try not to pick like the number one team, but like
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I gotta go with you. I think I gotta go with UConn. I mean,
Last year I had
they're just
Alabama.
so they just
Yeah.
Alabama.
Last year I had Alabama, but they usually the best prospect doesn't win. Like
Yeah,
Brandon
Brandon
Miller.
Miller played
Yeah.
terrible and
Yeah. So
he didn't do anything in those tournament games.
yeah, it'll be interesting. Oh, Tennessee. I can see Tennessee winning.
Yeah, I like Tennessee. They got some guys too. They're pretty good. But I don't think is anybody else.
Um,
Yeah, North Carolina. I like North Carolina too. They
they
got a
came
pretty
back.
decent team
They
this
only
year.
down by 5 now.
Yeah, RJ Davis has been hooping this year.
You said North Carolina?
It's crazy because especially I remember they were literally like they were number one coming into the year. They
Yeah.
didn't even make the tournament. They're
Terrible.
like the only team that do them ever.
Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah.
The vibes were just off last year. I don't know what happened.
That team
They just
canceled
didn't look
Caleb
right.
Love. Nah, I'm trolling. I'm
Yeah, they
trolling.
got him up out of
I'm
here.
trolling. Trolling. Don't come at me, bro. Chill out.
And I'm sorry, Caleb.
I'm
You know,
just this is what I do. I'm not Stephen A though. I'm not calling people fat. Bro said he'll
man, we
eat the
we, we
table.
tell the truth.
That
Tell the
man
truth,
Stephen
folks.
A. That man Stephen A. said the chef said
You
he'll
gotta keep.
eat the table. I'm quoting.
Oh yeah, bro.
He said,
That
I'm
that that
quoting.
was so silly, bro.
I'm quoting. That was hilarious, bro. We gotta talk about let's talk about the Super Bowl. Um man, we already knew. We already had the script. Goodell gave it to us before the game.
He's inevitable,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's like it doesn't matter. Every Super Bowl he's been in, they've been down 10 points. Like is never. I'm never. You just never really panic with Mahomes. I mean, at some point it's going. All it takes is one touchdown, one stop, and next thing you know, they got the lead, and then. But I will. I gotta give my hats off to that. And speaking of Kyle Shanahan and the Niners, shame on you for getting rid of that defensive coordinator, Steve Wilkes, trying to put it all on him when he held
Crazy,
Mahomes
bro.
to what 19
Crazy.
points. They were absolutely clamped in the I score some point. He's offensive guru that gets to the big game, and then his team just folds. But yeah, let's blame Steve. That made me so mad. You gonna blame Steve Wilkes?
Yeah.
How about you look in the mirror,
I mean,
choker? This is your third time
they should have
choking up a 10-point lead.
they should have went for it in overtime. They should have called a timeout. You remember at the end of the first half? Should have called a timeout.
Yeah, the
These
moron should have knew the overtime rules. Let's start there.
yeah. I like
And that's your job.
they should have did that. I mean, it wasn't even implemented this year. It was from last year. It was implemented. So like, what are they
Yeah.
like? They never went over it.
And my thing is like. You hear the Chiefs players, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we had like a whole week where we went over overtime scenarios, and we did this and that, getting ready for overtime." And then you hear the Niners players, "Oh, we didn't even know the rules. We thought if we scored, the game's over." Like that's bad coaching. But yeah,
Horrible.
it's Steve Wilkes' fault, though.
horrible.
It's Steve Wilkes' fault.
I gotta give Chase Young
You know, my
props
bad
too.
for holding. Yeah, I did. I do
Yeah,
too.
Chase Young. I thought he was washed, but he just wasn't trying. I don't know if he was distracted or what happened, but
Yeah, he played really good. I don't know if they're gonna re-sign him, but he should get a nice little payday. Hopefully, he can turn his career. I'm rooting for him, man. I'm always rooting for my Buckeyes. Any Buckeye, I'm rooting for you.
yeah, he just saved his career with that game.
Yeah, he definitely did. He made him some money with that.
That Dre
I
Greenlaw
mean,
play
it.
was
I
so
mean,
crazy. Oh my gosh, bro, that was
just gotta too hyper, bro. Just calm down. Like
man. That
in my life,
sucks.
like that. Yeah, that does
I don't
suck,
even blame him
bro.
because it's the
Like,
Super Bowl.
yeah,
You
it's
like
just
never.
it's so unfortunate that that happened.
Yeah. What do you think?
'Cause he
You said what? It broke. This thing is lagging like crazy.
I said it's unfortunate for Greenlaw because he's a dog. They definitely missed
Yeah.
him in that second half. What was you about to say though?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they got the 49ers favored again next year. The media darlings or the Vegas darlings.
Yeah, I see that. I'm like that pissed me off, bro. Like y'all gotta stop it. I get they have the best team on paper. I get it, but bro, y'all gotta stop doing this. There's
Crazy.
no way. There's no way a team can win two straight championships back to back, and they're not the favorites to win it. Like
And
that is absolute
this is
nonsense.
the
That's
worst. This is
nonsense.
the worst they're
Let's
gonna
not
be.
forget that the Niners got absolutely destroyed by the Ravens. We're not even talking about the Chiefs. They couldn't even beat the Ravens.
And this is
Oh yeah, but they're just gonna be favored in every game they play
this
again
is
to get to this moment, and Kyle Shanahan's gonna show colors. So I mean, have fun.
it always happens to these gurus. They get so many second chances.
Yeah,
It's always somebody else's fault. Like when you're seen as one of
it's
these
always
gurus,
somebody else.
it's okay. But yeah, like this is the worst the Chiefs are gonna be. Like they're gonna be so much better next year,
Exactly.
especially on offense.
I mean, they said that last year. Like year to get the Chiefs, no Tyreek Hill. You let them win a chance. Oh, this is the year to can't catch. They can't. And another thing about the media that was pissing me off all year about the Chiefs, I get their offense wasn't that good, but their defense was literally top three all year. And it's just, oh, the Chiefs are bad. No, rephrase it. The offense is bad. The defense is great. So they
It's
still have a good
literally
team.
just the receivers. Pacheco was
Yeah, that's
good.
all it was. I
Pacheco was
mean,
good. Like they
we had people saying, oh, Travis Kelce is washed. How dare you?
no.
How dare you?
Yeah, I was never.
How dare you?
I don't think he'll never be
Yeah,
washed.
those words never come. Respect him, like. I mean, honestly, if the Chiefs get like a receiver, another pass catcher to go along with Rice, I mean, you might as well just say goodnight. I mean, I just don't see how you beat them. That defense is young. Even if they're gonna have to lose either Chris Jones or Snead, I think
Yeah,
they'll probably lose Snead because you can't like
right.
you
Yeah,
interior defensive lineman. You can't replace that. You can replace a corner, but you can't replace an interior defensive lineman.
yeah. Like you can scheme that
Chris
up
Jones is
too.
like the heart of that defense.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
like the defensive
you can
line.
get another, and they got good corners.
Yeah,
They drafted well, so they got good. I mean, they had an All Pro in his second year, so I mean, I think they'll be all right.
yeah. Like the defense. Like we saw
You
with the
give them
Eagles.
another pass catcher,
Oh yeah, yeah. It'll
it's
be.
gonna be scary.
I mean, like with the Eagles, their defensive line made their secondary look so much better than it actually was because they were just forcing the quarterback
Oh
to
my
just
god,
throw terrible passes. Like
yo,
it's
that Eagles defense, that defense was awful. Like pure. I remember I watched them play the Commanders. I don't know what week it was, bro.
I know it was
Sam
before the
Howell was
playoffs.
absolutely torching them. He torched them both times they played. It was like the ball didn't touch the ground until like the fourth quarter. It's going up. Their linebacker core is just is awful. Like
They got
it's
me at
awful.
linebacker.
Yeah, the Eagles had one of the nastiest collapses I've seen
Yeah,
in a while.
I'll probably say that one. the Cardinals when they were like 8-0.
My
The
my
Steelers
Steelers had
eleven
a
and 0.
nasty collide. Yeah,
Oh, I remember that was
that
those
was
are dark days for me. I was like, how are they winning? This is not real.
very
This is fake. And they would just find a
it was
way.
very dark days.
Mike Tomlin, voodoo magic, something would happen. Then they lost like
Yeah,
five
don't
to
get me
six.
started on the Steelers. We'd be here all day,
Yeah,
man.
they about to get Justin Fields.
It's dark time. Hey man, I mean anything's better than Pickett, bro. Kenny Pickett is literally awful. Like the
Yeah.
man, he had 5 touchdowns.
Well, he had
5.
5 the whole season.
Played 13. Yes, he played 13. He had 5 touchdowns. In 2 years, he's had 13 touchdowns and 13 picks in his first 2 years. And we got Steelers fans caping for him. Talk about, because I was one of the guys like, it's Mac. I was blaming Mac too. But after that Browns game, second time, y'all, I'm like, this gotta go. He was, I kid you not, it was me and like a friends here. We were watching the game. It was one Steelers possession. We were like just talking. We weren't looking at the TV. We were talking to each other for like 20 seconds. And I swear we looked up and we were punting the ball. We had a possession that lasted like 10 seconds. I'm like, we're punting already? I thought we were just at commercial break.
Like, bro, I just
It
went
was
to the
it
toilet.
was bro, it was just terrible. He sucks. I mean, I'm sorry, Kenny Pickett, but you're not a good quarterback. You gotta go. You don't gotta leave my team, but you don't deserve to start. Mason Rudolph deserves to
Yeah,
start.
he was better than him. If Kenny
He was
Pickett,
a he's better than me because he gives George Pickens the ball. I don't know what he just actually throws it to the best receiver.
yeah.
It's some foreign concept to get your best player on offense involved. But
Yeah. Just know your dark times.
we started on
Your
the
dark times are making the playoffs. Our dark times is going
yeah.
1-15, then going saying we're gonna outdo ourselves and go 0-16. Our dark times is getting 2 busts in the first round in the same draft. That's what we do, man. Just
It's
I heard people saying they were gonna get rid of Mike
who do
Tomlin.
you so,
Wait, what were you saying?
yeah I I was one of the guys, but we racked off a couple wins. I was one of the guys just because like we need something fresh. We need a
Yeah, I know.
different like it's nothing wrong with defensive coaches, but listen, be a guy that cares about scoring. Like, we cannot keep we were winning games like when we beat y'all the first time. Our defense scored like 2 touchdowns. That's not gonna get it done every game. That's not how you win game. And then they get on. Oh, Kenny Pickett, he plays good for the last 3 minutes of the
Dude,
fourth quarter, so that just
I hated that
erases
stuff, bro.
the entire game. That's not how it works.
Hated that.
Because what happens when you play against the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Bengals, teams that can score? It doesn't matter about the last 3 minutes because you're down 30 points because you can't win a shootout.
Yeah, I think
Like it doesn't like
I think their whole organization just has a level of complacency, like of not going under 500, and
yeah,
that's
and
their
it's sad
championship.
because we we won 6 championship. Guys are just you're just mediocrity. Like, oh, you're such a good fan and blah blah blah. Well, sorry, I want my team to just actually win a playoff game. We haven't won a playoff game in like 7 years. Yeah, we keep getting there. Who cares? Oh, we made the playoffs this year. Whoop de doo. We're one and done. I don't care. I
These are
want to win.
purgatory.
Like I want to win. Yeah, like I want to win, man. Making the playoffs is cool, but it's not cool if you're just going one and done every year. Like, congrats. We backpack our way into the freaking playoffs every year. And this year really made me mad because we should have been like 13-4, 12-5. We had the Patriots, we had the Cardinals at home. And they
I
both
remember that
came in
game.
there and kicked our butt. Oh my God, Mitski. He will pay for his crimes. He will pay for his crimes.
Hey,
He
he's
was
better than
awful.
Mahomes though. He's better than Mahomes. Number 2 pick. Put some
The
respect on his name.
Bears, man.
I thought
Shout out the Bears.
I thought like if Mike Tomlin took the if he was fired like and if he went to Atlanta because they're just like they're a young team so he could actually like build the culture there. Like the Steelers already have the culture.
Yep.
They just don't have a quarterback. So
Yeah. I
he
mean,
didn't
we're
do it.
literally a quarterback away,
Yeah.
I believe. Like,
Yeah, I mean
but
you
they're
have
talking about
enough.
Russell Wilson. I'm like,
No.
nah, nah.
I'll take Justin
I'm all
Fields over
right,
him.
buddy. Oh yeah, I don't want like because everybody keeps saying, "Oh, well, Russell Wilson played good last year." You didn't watch these games. You looked at his stats. The dude throws 2 yard passes and he throws an occasional moon ball. Like he was not he hasn't been good for like 3 years. Like we got to stop this. Stop looking at stats and watch a game.
Yeah, it's bad, man. It's bad. I don't know what the Browns are gonna do. Oh,
Yeah, I think you guys are just like in hell because like Deshaun Watson is just not like you guys got him to be Deshaun Watson, not freaking whoever he's playing like now. That's the problem, and you giving him so much money, so it's gonna be hard to keep a lot of guys. Yeah, but I mean, you got I think competitive. I mean, as long as you got Nick Chubb and that defense and Myles Garrett, you'll be all right. But Deshaun Watson needs to start playing like like the Deshaun Watson that you signed him to be. Because honestly, if he plays like he's supposed to play a
he would have been
superstar
fine.
quarterback, you guys can win it all.
Yeah,
But he hasn't shown that. I mean, he's been awful.
yeah.
Like he's had a couple of moments, but he hasn't been that good
Like that Ravens game, like his last game, I thought he was like that was probably his best game
as a
as a
Brown.
Brown.
Definitely.
But it's just so inconsistent. Like I think it's the system too, because I don't know how comfortable he is
Yeah,
like turning his back
I
with
don't
play
think he
action.
because it's like run heavy and yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how much he likes play action under center. I don't.
Yeah, he likes to do his own thing. He likes to like freestyle and improvise and stuff.
Yeah, because a lot of quarterbacks they
And
don't
you
like
guys need like
throwing.
some receivers too.
Yeah, yeah.
I think you need some receivers.
We
Like you
traded
got Njoku and Cooper. Like,
we traded DPJ for like a 7th round pick,
yeah.
but we had Elijah Moore, but
All you need is the.
he was
I mean,
he was all right.
he showed some signs though, but like a number two though.
Yeah, yeah. We'll see what happens though. I'm not
Maybe David
expecting.
Bell will come good.
I mean, I'm not expecting like just. They just need to be respectable. Just win the games they're supposed to win. Let's do that. I'll be happy.
That's all I ask.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
mean,
couldn't imagine being a
I know
Chiefs
we're not
fan.
contending for a top. I know
If I was a Chiefs fan, man.
the ceiling is literally going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, like it's just we won the Super Bowl by 3 points. Ooh, tough game. Ah, like is it even exciting? Any like I just want to get one.
Yeah.
My dad just wants to see one.
Yeah, I got one, but I was freaking 7 years old. I remember it. It just don't. It don't hit the same. It definitely hit
Yeah,
though, because I just remember like grandparents being so. But like, I want to win another one, man. Just before I die, like
yeah.
I
I
don't
would
want
have.
to be one of those year old fans being all bitter because my team just can't win. Like, I don't want that for myself, man.
Yeah, I want my dad to get one because I see him screaming at the TV every week. I'm like, this is bad for his mental. I don't. I mean, I scream sometimes, but like most of the time, I'm like, it's just the Browns. But my dad literally screams
Oh
every
yeah,
week, messing up his
yeah, I
health.
scream.
Probably took 10 years off his
I
life just
lose
by
my
screaming.
mind. I
I
I,
remember that.
I lose my mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was.
Them Steelers know how to strike a nerve in me, man.
I couldn't imagine being a Lions fan during the NFC Championship. I would have been heated.
Yeah, I'd be calling for Dan Campbell's head right about now because he just sold that game. He just sold that game away.
Imagine if he was in Vegas, he probably would have put his whole salary on the line. He would have went to the casino.
Man, he got to stop playing Madden, man, and just. I think they can make it. I think they can make it to the Super Bowl next year. Honestly,
Yeah, their running game is crazy.
my dark horse though is the Packers coming out of the NFC.
Packers.
That's my dark
I
horse.
feel like a lot of people will be picking them next year because
Yeah, because
Jordan.
Jordan Love, he could have like an MVP
Oh,
type
we got to
so
talk about
good.
like Brock Purdy. We got to talk about Brock Purdy too. I've seen a lot of people saying a lot of things. I mean, he's obviously not. I mean, he can make some plays, but he's not someone who's just gonna backpack you to a Super Bowl. But he's not a
Yeah,
scrub. He's if you put everybody in that position,
yeah, yeah. I can't stand the Brock Purdy talks because like I don't get it. Like, bro, he's not Mahomes,
but
but
who
dude,
is?
he's good. Like, he's good. He's a like to me, he's a top 10 quarterback. I don't think it's even debatable right now.
Yeah,
Have you guys seen the quarterback play this year? You
yeah.
don't think he's top 10? He's good. He's not a superstar, but he is good. I think he's like a tier below. Like, he is good. Like we gotta stop this, bro. Like like Shannon Sharp just like I seen him after the Super Bowl. He's putting the whole game on Purdy. Like, bro, how about put someone on the coach
Oh my
on?
god.
How about they stop calling pass plays when they're up points when they got Christian McCaffrey in the backfield? Like y'all gotta stop. They gotta stop it with this Purdy talk. Like he's not. I don't think he's a game manager. He's not. I've seen game managers. He's not a game
I
manager.
saw Nick.
He's good. He's good.
I saw Nick Wright. They were like they should try
Oh,
to
Nick
get.
Wright.
He was like they should try to
He
get Kirk
hates.
Cousins.
He hates,
He's like they should try. Like what does that
bro.
do?
Come on,
Kirk Cousins. How old is he? Like
bro.
33.
I don't. Yeah, and he's a statue.
Like Brock Purdy can make
I think.
plays outside the pocket.
I think Per get enough. He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't get enough credit for like his improv and his playmaking. Like he can get out the pocket and make plays. Like he doesn't get any credit for that. Like he's
It's
one of the
sad.
best in the league at getting out of the pocket and making plays. Like
It's sad because
I don't get it.
if he wasn't wearing Wrangler jeans and if he was wearing Amiris, he would get credit.
Yeah,
Sad man.
that's true. Like
Sad.
and they keep bringing up like the Jimmy G talk. Like, bro,
He's so
Jimmy
much
G
better than
had
Jimmy
like
G.
six. It's not even close. He had like six completions when they beat the Packers that one year. And like, come
And
on,
that
Jimmy
defense
G
was
is a game
insane.
manager. He can't throw past 30 yards, and he's a statue. When Jimmy G sees pressure, you know what he does? He stands there and gets sacked because he knows he can't get out the
Yeah,
pocket.
he's
That's what
on
he
those
does,
roids though.
bro. Yeah, they're not working at all.
Hey, him and
He need
Tristan
to get another
Thompson.
prescription. Yeah, two of the like you both of you guys haven't done anything. Like, why are y'all taking roids?
Tristan
They're not
Thompson,
helping
bro.
at all.
Tristan, Tristan Thompson. Tristan
He's
Thompson. Tristan
hilarious.
Thompson. Tristan Thompson.
He That's a character right
Two
there,
points a game. What is the point? You cheat on your wife every
taking
3 days.
roids, bro.
Like, come on, bro. For what? Like, what do you're already
To
washed.
go after.
He's already washed. Like, I don't like.
I don't even know why he ever even came back to the league, bro. You had a ring. You should have just went
He
off
was
into the sunset.
he
I don't
was
know
on
why he came.
he was on ESPN and he got picked up by the Lakers last year. You remember that? And you remember he was playing against Jokic? That Lakers team is
Oh,
not real. The Lakers are not a real franchise, bro. There's no way they just Tristan Thompson, bro.
it's like they're just like they're hell bent on getting like players that just can't make a
Like
shot. Like
they just get
it's
they
like
think
they're just
they think their team was from 2015, not
literally
2023.
like
That's what they thought. But
they have no shooting, bro. Or we're gonna go get Dinwiddie. That'll show them.
he's literally shooting
Spencer
like
Dinwiddie.
39% from the field. I think he has I think he has the worst or second worst field goal percentage in the league. But no,
Man, literally, like it
Kuzma
give
was
me a
Kuzma was right. But you remember when he said I think I could be the third best player on the championship team when he was arguing with Kuzma. Like Kuzma actually was
bro. He really said, "Yeah, I remember that, bro."
Kuzma actually was the third best player on the championship team.
He was like, bro,
Then when
but
you're not
Kuzma
even
is
close,
so much better than him. Like, it's not even funny.
not even close. What is he average like 23?
Like,
Kuzma,
yeah, and he's done that. He did that last year too.
and he
Like,
has Jordan Poole.
they should have never let him go. Honestly,
Yeah, they
he
should have
was
just kept
fine.
the same team. But
If they would have just kept the same team when they won the chip, they probably could have had another one. Because that
yeah,
team was so good, and they defended like they
yeah,
defended their asses off.
yeah,
That's why they won. They were just clamping people up.
yeah. That I think the future of the NBA obviously is not going to be super teams because there's just too much talent. Like having a super
Yeah,
team.
I like how the NBA is going right now. Like it's like a duo driven league. Like it's just a bunch of dynamic duos, and that's just it. Like
Yeah,
we don't need all the like KD, Steph, and Clay, and like Kyrie, Luca, Devin Booker, KD, Giannis,
Dame.
Dame.
Yeah,
Like I like that type. LeBron, AD. Like just give me a duo,
yeah.
and let's see what duos are gonna be the best.
This is probably the most parity that we've seen since like the 2000s, maybe even more, just because there's more talent.
Yeah, and it's just I am so excited for these playoffs, man. Like it's gonna be so fun.
Legacy
This
is
gonna
really
be a
gonna be
great
fun.
postseason.
I mean, I want to see
A
KD.
lot.
I want to see KD get a ring outside of Golden State, but I just don't see it happening. He just keeps joining super teams.
Yeah, they just
He needs to just build an
and then
actual team.
and then it's always it's always that one guy on his team that just doesn't want to play. Like
Yeah,
you got Kyrie refusing to take the shot, and then you got Bradley Bill just he got a he got a back for the first 20 games, and it's just
yeah.
like
Like last year, they when he was on the Nets, they had a good team. Like they were what second in the East.
yeah, they were nice, and then they both requested trades on some random stuff. If they
Oh
got
man.
if they got the Philly Ben Simmons, I feel like they could have won a chip. Like
Oh yeah.
with with Kyrie and Claxton, like that is a team. But
Squad.
Ben Simmons gets there and it's just my back. Remember he said, "Oh, I'm not gonna play Game 3, but then I'm gonna play Game 4."
Yeah.
And then the morning, bro, they literally said he woke up in the morning and he had back pain. Like, bro, you were never gonna play. Stop it,
Man,
man.
he's unreal, bro. I don't even. I've given
His
up on him.
downfall is gonna be study.
I've given up
Yeah,
on
I've
him.
been gave up on him, and it's sad because he had all the potential in the world, like
Yeah, like
all of it.
they were saying Magic Johnson 2.0, but yeah, I don't even
He
know.
was
Like I don't know if he's like depressed or
his
something.
confidence just
I
got
don't know.
shot.
You watching this Baylor game?
Yeah, man, he's wiping his tears. Yeah, wiping
Oh,
his tears with his $200 million contract.
yeah. I'm not gonna say the
He
players
really
make
he
you.
really just said, "Oh, he really just didn't play for a whole year." Like he just said, "I'm not gonna for a whole
Just
year."
because Doc
Like,
Rivers was talking
like
about
that's
literally because and he was like, "Oh, I'm getting
he really
surgery."
just said, "I'm not
Doc Rivers said
on
he has
his
to be
back."
better. Yeah, the Nets
He took
are
it to heart,
an
man.
unserious franchise, so
Oh my,
they will
yeah,
forever be bad.
they said they're building around Mikal Bridges right now, so building around a 28-year-old role player.
That's like built around Derek
I
White.
just, I just, I just don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on.
Bro, they are so dumb. Their owner literally ran Kyrie out of the building, and they thought that KD was about to stay.
Where they
Oh,
literally had three of the greatest players of all time,
didn't do a
and none
thing.
of them are on the team anymore.
Didn't do a
Like
thing.
they squandered all of it.
They're all on
It's
contenders.
crazy. It's actually insane. Like they had James Harden, KD, and Kyrie, and they got nothing. They didn't even get a conference appearance out of it, let alone a conference championship.
Bro, that might be the biggest what if of all time. Like they could have been a dynasty.
Yeah, they should have been. Ooh, that team would have been insane.
I
Like,
remember that one game
but
against the Celtics. They had like 102 points, just the three of them. Oh my
yeah, they were
gosh.
cooking. I think that was game 4. Yep,
Yeah, they were
they were cooking.
frying them. But oh geez.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
that's gonna do it for this episode. Uh, we'll be back soon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
real soon.
just
We're not
tap
gonna
in.
take any more
Yeah,
months
yeah,
off.
we're not taking a hiatus. We're
About to
locked
lock
in.
in.
Check out our socials.
Yep.
Like ball. Oh wait,
Like and subscribe.
let me make let me make sure I get this right. Now, let me on TikTok. Just made a new TikTok. Go follow it. It's called ball_sports. Um, Instagram ball sports. It's not miles. It's like the actual word. So follow us on that. Um, yeah, man, we're locked in. It's our year.
Yeah. Bringing you the ethical sports takes, man.
Real sport, real reporting, real journalism.
Live and direct.
Yeah, but that'll do it for this episode.